Today's module is how to be your own superhero. So in life we have roller coaster, lots and lots of ups and downs, as you know. There's occasionally, and for some of us very regularly, a storm that happens where everything just seems to go to pieces. We're constantly juggling all sorts of stuff in our life between work and family, trying to keep the house in order, as well as our finances and our own self-care. And if we don't get that juggling successful, it can feel like things are starting to collapse around us, and you will eventually get burnout. So today we're looking at how you can stay that grace under fire, if you like, how you can keep yourself together when all around you seems to be picking on you. So when you get some bad feedback, or when the things are not going so well, you've got some inner strength within yourself, some inner courage, some self-esteem, so that you know, regardless of what everybody else thinks of you, you believe in yourself and you are doing the very best that you can. Because if your self-worth is not so great, then you can continue to go back to habitual behaviors such as smoking, drinking, using junk food, or avoidance behaviors such as sitting in front of the television, having to feel like you need to pick yourself up with coffee. Those types of habitual behaviors is because our self-worth is not in order. So the first thing you need to understand is that your self-worth is about what you think of yourself. It should not be based about what others think of you. If your self-worth is based solely or mostly around what others think of you, then in times when you get bad feedback, you're going to be thinking that you are not a great person, when in fact that has nothing to do with it. It's just about what they're thinking at the time. It might be what's going on for them. The other thing to understand is that you should not compare yourself to other people. It's like comparing apples to oranges, or the TVs of today to the TVs of 20 years ago. They are completely different. The only person that you should be comparing yourself to is yourself. The next thing is to understand what are your top values in life, because we can get sucked into doing lots of irrelevant tasks in areas that aren't really of value to us if we don't have a plan. So I want you to have a think about what is it that you really do value in life and work towards those. So some of the things that might be on your top list might include things like family, it might be investments, it could be your health, learning, it could be teaching other people, it could be your own spirituality. There's a whole stack of different things that could be there. And for everybody, it's going to be different. For one person, their highest value may be about being the very best mother or the very best parent that they can be. Somebody else's value, even though they are a parent, highest value could be about their career, or it could be about giving back to the community, having some sort of cause that they are really drumming into people or are really promoting to people. So understand again that you don't compare yourself to other people. It's about what your highest value is. Now, often that will be about where you're spending your time currently, but it's not always. You may really value your health, but you're not actually spending the time in your health looking after yourself. So regardless of how big your family is or how many people you need to care for, this is about you and what you need to be looking at for your highest values. Your family, of course, are going to potentially be people that you want to care for, but you need to be able to put yourself as the priority. It's like that little, when you're flying, the air hostess in the emergency evacuation drill that they do will talk to you about always you put on your mask first. You can't help your children if you can't breathe. So you have to be able to look after you first. So a way to be able to look at, if you currently have, as an example, a highest value about being a great parent and another highest value about your health, but currently you're not spending time looking after your health, you need to be able to link those two values together. So an example might be writing a list about how you could be a great parent, or how being healthy will help you to be a great parent. So it might include things like role modeling to your children, eating healthy foods and doing healthy activities, doing physical activity every day, how that really sets a great example for your children, how that helps your children to be healthy for their lifetime. So writing out a list of how those two things are linked together will help to motivate your brain to get you on track of that value of being healthy. So the next thing is to understand that you need to be able to say no to the things that are not your highest value. So if, as an example, caring for your house is really not a highest value for you, then it may be the opportunity where you can perhaps pay or delegate those tasks for somebody else to do. There may be a house cleaner that you can get to come in. Just having a think about what are the things that you're currently getting your time sucked in with, and what of those can be delegated elsewhere or perhaps not done at all. The next thing is to understand what are all the great things about yourself, and to keep telling yourself this on a daily basis. So it might be an affirmation that you use. It might be, writing out a list of all the great things that are great about you. So having a think about all your great qualities, all your experiences that you've had in life, and what has that given to you. So yeah, one of the things I would suggest is writing out an awesome list or a fabulous list or whatever you want to call it. Why are you so great? What are all the experiences that you've had in your life that have meant that you have survived, that you have overcome? What are all the great qualities about you? And it's going to be different for you than it is for somebody else. So we're talking about you. Keep referring back to this list every day, multiple times a day if you need to. It's a great thing to actually help your children with, so that you're all doing this together, because you have to be able to find, as I said, that self-worth within yourself. You can't rely on other people to do this. So write out your awesome list. We've already talked about meditation. So this is a great thing of being able to emotionally manage yourself when things are starting to get a little bit rough for you. But it's also a great way of just being able to clear your mind so that you can get on with what's important. We've also talked about showing gratitude. This also will help understand what learnings you might have had for the day by perhaps spending some time each night journaling. What do you appreciate about the day? What are you grateful for? What learnings have you had? And this will help boost your self-confidence as well, boost your self-worth, and it's some extra things that you can potentially add to your awesome list. So the next thing is about spreading the love. So what I would suggest to you is to spend time every day doing stuff that you love. This will help build your self-worth, will help you feel happy doing stuff that you love. And another activity that you can actually do to help put some loving vibrations into your body is to just take a few moments to close your eyes and think about a sensation of love in your body and sending that vibration out through every cell of your body, into every cell of your body, into your heart, into your feet, into your hands, like every little cell of your body sending out that love. It might sound a little woo-woo, but the idea of this, when you can ideally send that love out to the world, is that you are changing your vibrational energy. Because we all have ups and downs. But if we can have more ups and less downs, or the downs to actually be not as down as we would like, they currently are, this will help to change your vibrations, where you can have more good stuff going on in your life. It's a little bit like a little ripple effect when you're sending that out to the world, that those ripples of good stuff come back to you, where you're sending it out and some good things come back. So I really encourage you to, at times when things are not feeling so great for you, perhaps you're having some energy in your body that is feeling quite stressed or angry, is to change that by really thinking about sending loving energy through your body and out to the world. Another thing that will help in terms of sending loving energy is thinking about how you can be of service to others. One of the great things that makes us feel good is knowing that we can help other people. We want to help other people. So just having a think about, maybe is there some organizations that you could help with, maybe just some people, some community members, perhaps some elderly that would love just for you to sit and have a chat with them every now and again. So just having a think about what could be of help to you. So to wrap up our module today in terms of building yourself up as a superhero so that you can cope with anything that's sent your way, build your self-esteem, build some resilience, is to stop comparing yourself and your life to others. Stop doing stuff that doesn't align to your highest values. And another thing is, stop holding on to stuff that's not serving you. We've talked about this before as well. So the things that we want you to start or continue is to bring more love and presence into your life, to be able to manage your time more effectively, saying no and delegating the task that's not in alignment to your highest values, and let go of anything that's not serving you. So have fun out there building your self-esteem. I'll have a chat again with you tomorrow. Let us know what's been your greatest learning today.